Wake up, right now, because the world is playing you for a fool, and you don't even see it. You've been conditioned, tamed, softened, and sedated. You're weaker, slower, and more predictable than you should be. And it's by design. The system doesn't want you to be intelligent. It doesn't want you to be dangerous. It wants you to be obedient. A sheep among millions. An ant in a colony. A mindless drone, following orders, consuming content, and working your 9 to 5 with a fake smile on your face. But today, I'm going to break you out of that prison. One brain hack, one psychological shift, one mental reprogramming technique that will increase your intelligence by 88% or more and make you a far more dangerous man than you ever imagined. And I mean dangerous in the way that powerful men are dangerous. The kind of dangerous that makes you unpredictable, sharp, and always 10 steps ahead of the game. Most men will never hear this, even fewer will apply it, and that's fine, because weak men don't deserve power. But if you're still listening, you're not weak, you're ready, so let's begin. The problem: why most men are becoming stupider and weaker. First, let's talk about why most men today are mentally soft. You ever notice how it's getting harder and harder to focus? How your brain feels foggy? How it's impossible to sit down and think deeply without getting distracted? That's not an accident. That's not aging. That's conditioning. You've been weakened by social media, a constant dopamine drip that turns your brain into mush. You've been programmed by modern entertainment to seek cheap pleasure instead of deep knowledge. You've been chemically lobotomized by garbage food, lazy habits, and weak mindsets. You've been sedated by porn, video games, and endless Netflix binges. Your brain is being hijacked. Every time you open TikTok, every time you watch some garbage reality show, every time you scroll through useless nonsense, your brain is getting weaker. And a weak brain is an easy brain to control. That's exactly what the world wants. They don't want men who think deeply. They don't want men who question the system. They don't want men who are self-reliant, focused, and mentally sharp. Because men like that can't be controlled. And that's where this one brain hack comes in. A single shift in how you operate mentally will turn your brain into a weapon of pure intelligence and strategy. The hack: mental fasting. Here it is. Mental fasting. You've heard of intermittent fasting for your body, right? Going hours without eating so your body recalibrates, burns fat, and optimizes energy. Well, the same concept applies to your brain, and the results are staggering. Mental fasting is the process of cutting out every single weak, mind-numbing input from your daily life. No social media, not for entertainment, only for business, learning, or strategy. No mindless TV shows. If it's not feeding your mind, it's killing it. No porn, no video games, no cheap dopamine hits. These things drain your willpower and turn you into a mental slave. Instead, you replace all that garbage with hardcore mental training. Deep reading, real books, complex ideas, philosophy, strategy, psychology, difficult mental challenges, chess, logic puzzles, learning a new skill that requires intense concentration, focused solitude, sit in silence, think deeply, analyze, strategize, hard writing. Force yourself to articulate your thoughts clearly, sharpen your reasoning, and develop depth in your thinking by starving your mind of weak inputs and replacing them with strong inputs. Something incredible happens. Your brain rewires itself for intelligence. You start seeing patterns others miss. Your memory skyrockets. Your ability to outthink, outmaneuver and outstrategize anyone in your life explodes. And most importantly, you become dangerous. Because a mentally sharp man is an unpredictable man, and unpredictable men are impossible to control. The results: why this makes you dangerous. Do this for 30 days. Just 30 days. Watch how your intelligence changes. Watch how you suddenly understand things faster than the people around you. Watch how your confidence grows, how your decisions become ruthless and precise. You start seeing the world differently. You start thinking in ways normal people don't. Conversations, you'll dominate them. Business, you'll predict moves before they happen. Relationships, you'll understand psychology on a whole different level. Life, you'll become a force of nature. This is what separates men from boys. Weak, distracted, addicted men will never apply this. But you're different. You're ready to become a weapon. Conclusion: the choice is yours. This is your wake-up call. The world doesn't want you to have this power. They want you weak, dumb, distracted. But now you know the truth. You know the one brain hack that will change everything. So what will you do? Keep living like an average man, or become something greater? Keep scrolling, consuming, wasting time, or rise above the masses? Keep letting the system manipulate you, or take back your mind? The choice is yours. But just know this: the moment you start mental fasting, the moment you cut out weak inputs and replace them with strong ones, you become untouchable. You become dangerous. And a dangerous man is a man who wins.